Good morning. Welcome to the garden. Today I am creating a container for the pollinators to just bring all those pollinators into my garden. I'm doing a few different containers in the garden this year that are really focused on pollinators. I just did a big raised bed container, but now I'm going to do a slightly smaller one. I'm going to replant this beautiful little wash bucket kind of pot that I got, and I'm repeating a couple things, a couple of my favorites, but just tried and true sort of classic pollinator plants that are going to bring in the hummingbirds as well as all of the bees and butterflies. So we love the bees and butterflies, but I've got all these hummingbirds that I see flying around the neighborhood and I want to bring them into my garden. So I kept that in mind as well. So 4 plants today for this container. Let me show you what we're going to be planting. So one that I'm really excited about is this beautiful calibrachoa. We just got a ton of rain this weekend, so it's just looking slightly, it's slightly falling over, but it's really gorgeous. It's called the Conga lavender, and it's just the most, stunning, beautiful kind of lavendery purple flowers, sort of blue in the sun, and then it's got these really pretty yellow centers. Calibrachoas are really good for containers. They like to kind of dry out a little bit, so they do well in a container that's going to be able to dry out slightly, but they're just a nice spilling plant. They're going to grow and trail over the sides, so really beautiful for that. And then to keep some contrasting colors, because of course we got this blue purple. So then we're going to add yellow, which nothing looks better with blue purple than yellow. And these aren't blooming yet, but it's going to soon. This is a Sunfinity sunflower. So I grew this in another spot in my garden, and I just wanted to get a second one in here, and it's going to be this gorgeous classic sunflower. What's nice about it is it's branching, so for containers you definitely want to go for a branching sunflower because it's going to just keep blooming all throughout the season. The Sunfinity sunflowers are just going to bloom and bloom and bloom. We're going to have flowers all over all season long. It's going to be gorgeous, about 24 to 32 inches tall and sort of wide, so it's going to fill up the back of this container pretty nicely. It's going to be pretty big in here, but I think it's going to be really gorgeous. And then we're going to put in a Vermillionaire Kufia. So these are beautiful. They can handle a little bit of shade as well as the sun. All my plants for this garden are going to be in full sun, but this is the hummingbird attractor. So I'm going to have this in a couple places in my garden because I know it's really going to bring in the hummingbirds. And the hummingbirds also like the calibrachoas and petunias. So even if you can't find kufias, you might want to look at some of these petunias and calibrachoas because they're actually pretty good hummingbird flowers as well. And something like this even would make a gorgeous hanging basket. You could do 2 of these, or maybe add another color of petunia or something. I think actually last year I did a hanging basket container that was a calibrachoa, petunia, and the Vermillionaire Kufia. But look how healthy this plant is. Super happy. So this is going to be that tall growth habit. This is going to kind of spill, and then this is going to fill in around the middle. And then I did want to add in a little bit of interest as far as the foliage. So I did grab a blackheart potato vine just to be another kind of spiller. I thought it was actually really pretty with the calibrachoa, kind of the two sort of purpley looks. And this can handle full sun to part sun. So if you do have kind of a little shadier area, this will work for you. And yeah, it's just going to be a big long vine. Oh gosh, how high does this get? Only about 8 to 10 inches high, and then it's just going to grow and grow and grow all over the edge. So that'll be pretty. So that's the combination. Let me go ahead and get some soil in this pot, and we'll get it planted up. This pot is where I had been growing lettuce, so I do need to take the root systems of the lettuce out, but there's still some good potting soil in here too. So I'm gonna leave, I just put this potting soil in at the beginning of the season, so any that's not attached to the root systems, I'm just gonna go ahead and keep that soil in here. All right, and this is a 4-plant container, so we're just gonna put 1 plant in each quadrant, and I'm just basically gonna plant it up. So sunflower, which you could see is really ready to get into this container. Sunflower in the back here. You know what, I'm gonna add a tiny bit of potting soil. All right, sunflower in the back, because that's gonna be big, big and tall. And then the Kufia is pretty large. I'm gonna put this toward the side and front. And we're gonna kind of mound up the center of this container because the Kufia is just so big. And then I'm gonna put, I think, the sweet potato vine to the side, because the sweet potato vine can kind of crawl around and hold its own next to this sunflower. And then we'll put Calibrachoa right here in the middle and front. Oh, that'll be pretty. All right, let me get some more soil. There we go. Oh my goodness. This already looks so cute. This is gonna be a really, really fun container to watch throughout the season. So we kind of got all the little pieces in here, and then just as the season goes, these two are gonna grow over to the side. This will kind of fill in, and then we'll have that beautiful sunflower up toward the back. And it's just kind of got, like, the whole garden this year is getting this kind of just, I don't know, I wanted it to look casual and cottagey and just like you're, you know, at a farm stand. And I think with the sunflowers and all of that together, we should kind of get that look. Here it is from the top. I do need to, of course, water it in and brush off the leaves because the leaves are a little dirty. But I did sort of mound up some soil in the center as I put the plants in, because this Kufia actually had a really, really big container. The whole like trough thing here, I think it's maybe 24 inches wide. So it's pretty wide, but it's not super deep. I'm gonna have to really keep on top of fertilizing the container. And so I just kind of like mounded up a little soil in the center so that the Kufia would have enough room to grow in here and give us just as much soil as we possibly can to these plants so they can keep getting growing throughout the season. This is a big, oh, there's a little rubber band here. These are big growing, big feeding plants. So they're gonna wanna have a lot of space to grow, but I do like the look of that. I think that's really fun. And then I just got it flanked by a couple fun things. So a cool looking little container here. And I just think, yeah, it's gonna bring in lots of pollinators, hopefully bring in some hummingbirds. And it's got just that fun little like farm casual look. Looks like you just threw it together and didn't think about it, which is, you know, always kind of what we're going for. All right, I love it. Just gonna water it in. We got some nice rain yesterday. That's why the garden is so wet. And hopefully we might even get a little bit of rain today, which would be good to just water in all these containers and make sure that they're happy. But as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye.